And then they said, oh, now that you have lots of people liking your content and seeing your page, if you want to reach those people, give us money. Oh, I'm sorry, did we not mention that before? Oh, sorry. And Facebook is a network you can't trust, and you never know what their goal is. Their only goal in life, seems to me, to get my information and make money. That's Facebook's raison d'etre, right? YouTube, while it's not necessarily, I'm not saying right now that YouTube should be sainted, but YouTube has a very transparent relationship with the publishers. They have one thing. YouTube wants to do one thing. What does YouTube want to be? They want to be trusted. They want people to come to YouTube, look for what they're looking for, and find what they're looking for. That's their whole business. They are a search engine. They're the world's biggest, second biggest search engine. Their parent company, Google, is the world's largest search engine. Google also has one very simple, basic, overriding premise. They want us to find what we're looking for when we go to Google. Google never wants to lose that search ranking, and YouTube never wants to lose it either. So they'll trust. So the relationship YouTube has with the content creators, with you and I, is so simple. YouTube says to us, and I'm paraphrasing because YouTube has never actually spoken to me except in one dream once, and I'm pretty sure But YouTube says, Steve, make a video, tell us what's in the video, make the video about what you're telling us it is, and if people like it and watch it, we will send more people to watch it. That's the relationship. It's so simple. So what does that boil down to? Is don't bait and switch. Do what you say you're going to do. Articulate it. Don't try and game us. Don't try and fool us. Because if people are interested, if you're paying attention to your audience and you're making videos that people are interested in, then when people search for those videos, we will present your video. And my trajectory, my viewership took off when I started to rank in YouTube search. Want to do a quick little example here? Let's just jump into the search engine. We'll go to YouTube and let's search for one of my topics. Sorry? Nope. Let's search for Google Docs. Google Drive. There it is. It's a very popular search term. I search for Google Drive. There's Steve. There's Steve. There's Steve. You can't pay for that kind of search engine ranking. And I can't pay for that kind of traffic. YouTube trusts me. And you know what the best part is? When somebody goes and watches this video, because it looks better than my video, guess what YouTube does? It suggests me all over here.
Introducing Zeus, the world's first truly smart car charger.
Oh, really?
I love that thing.
No,
Steve, that's like the best thing ever.
ads?
I have that in my
Yes,
car.
I like the ads.
I love that.
Well, the car charger?
No, that.
The search.
No, that.
Suggested search.
Love it. The Zeus.
The charger?
Yeah.
Who cares? I mean, other than the 1.5 cents that I just earned? Who cares? No, that's somebody else earned that. That's not even my ad. Handsome got that. Look, he's got less subscribers. He can't be a citizen. At any rate, this suggested ranking on the side, this is the magic. This is what you're looking for. This is traffic. You're going to get, people are going to discover you and get an opportunity to follow you. That doesn't cost you anything at all, other than doing good work. Other than listening and having a conversation and then providing what it is your audience asks for. It sounds almost too good to be true, doesn't it? It is too good to be true. In order to learn to do it truly, you have to take my course and learn how to publish a No, it is. This is as simple as it gets. This is exactly and this, this discovery, the fact that I'm getting traffic from this, through this model of search, is what's giving me the success that I've experienced over the last 2 years. Now, what does success look like on YouTube? Is 92,000 subscribers successful? Not by a lot of YouTube content creators' measurements, but by my measurements, absolutely. It's really, you have to set your own goals and your own objectives, because if you try and measure your success by other content creators' success, you'll go crazy, because there's always going to be somebody with a lot bigger numbers than you. There's always going to be somebody with a lot smaller numbers than you that have better product than you. They're pretty arbitrary. But the bottom line is that the ability to rank and search in YouTube, to be rewarded for your effort in YouTube, far exceeds the same reward in any other social network. You don't get the same rate of return from Facebook. You don't get the same rate of return from Twitter or from Instagram or from any of the other networks that don't have this transparent policy as what YouTube has. Now, YouTube isn't necessarily the best network for everybody, and all of those networks have value in other ways. But that's one of the beauties of going into the video publishing area space. The other thing about YouTube is the video. I already said my 50. I got ahead there. Oh, jeez. I don't want to talk about that yet. I don't want to talk about that yet. Oh, see. I don't want to talk about that yet. I thought I had another slide. Did I miss my slide? Okay, well, awesome. You just saw the whole slideshow. So, but the other thing about YouTube, which I thought I had a slide in, is one of the real magic pieces of YouTube is it speaks to how we consume, how we engender trust with our community. You know, if you try and write a blog, or if you have a nice Twitter feed, or if you even do Instagram or Facebook posts, you constantly publish content. You can write wonderful blogs, but it takes a long time for people to get to know you through writing a blog, through reading. And one of the standard terms that we hear internet marketers constantly say about growing your market is you have to get to a point where people know you, like you, and trust you. Have you heard that? That triumph, the holy trinity of internet marketing. They want to know you, like you, and trust you. I don't think that there's a faster way to get people to know you, to like you, and trust you than through video. Because the more senses that we engage as human beings, the more we naturally gravitate towards that person. So the fact that I, in a video, how many of you have seen my videos online? Most of you seen them? Well, most of you, okay, so some of you have. One of the things that I do with all of my videos is my face is on all my videos. When I'm doing my demos, I edit the video so that you can see my face on the side. Should I just play it for a second? I don't really want to. I'll just play it really quickly here. Let me just go to my channel here. And here's mine. Oh, let's do this one. Because this one was totally humiliating.
You got him here. How the heck are you doing this fine day? Me? I think a lot of people think I'm about to be humiliated by the app which I'm about to show you, but in fact, I am okay with it. Here is the narrative that leads us to this point. We have a weekly show called App Wednesday, which we perform on Blab, and we have 3 guests to each present different apps.
So you see that you've got my face on screen, and I'm talking, and so you get my eyes, you get my inflection, you get my eyebrow going up and down, you get my voice. You get to know me that much faster than I could get. By the way, I am doing a menstrual app here. It's a long story, but we do a Blab called App Wednesday, which the winning app I have to make a video of. And the winning app that week was frickin' menstrual app. Why would I need a menstrual app? Chances are I don't.
Done like a man, yeah.
Sorry? There are so many places that we could just fall off right now. My bottom line is because it's the deal that I have is that whatever the app wins, and I don't choose the winning app. The community chooses the winning app, so they chose that one. By the way, Eve by Glow, terrific menstrual app. Watch it at your own leisure. Yeah. Anyways, let's go back. I completely took us off the way. Now, remember how much you look forward to me being here? Well, you feel silly. But the fact that we've got all of those additional layers of contact, from the voice, the eyes, the eyebrows, the tilt of the head, the cadence, the soda voice, whatever tools we're using to communicate, those I think bind viewers to people on video so much more quickly, and it allows you to build community so much more quickly. I can't tell you how, like when I did television, people used to say to me, I feel like I know you because they've seen me on television for so many years. And that I think is amplified when it becomes a YouTube product, because not only are they consuming us on their computer, but they're also consuming us now on their mobile phone. So we're in their hands. I mean, just that fact that you're there being watched by people, and let's face it, a lot of people are actually watching us sitting on the toilet. I know you're going, ooh, but think about how intimate that is, really. I mean, if you've been watching me while you're doing your daily biz, we're simpatico. At that point, that's about as close as you can get. So, but the intimacy that is created by the fact that we're there all the time, and we're there on your personal device that you're so comfortable with, that just binds people to you that much more quickly. So I don't think that there's a better place for you to tell your story, for you to build your audience, than if you can find a way to fit video into the game. It doesn't have to be YouTube, it just has to be video. And there's a lot of reasons that I think YouTube works better, where it plays the best for building the marketplace. but I don't care as long as it's in video. At the end of the day, what we've got is we've got what I call, this is it, the 5 C's to building a community. You create content. Once you've created content, you connect with the audience. After you've connected with an audience, basically gotten it out and distributed it to an audience, it's your opportunity to communicate with that audience, to talk to them and ask questions. If you engage in a conversation with a community, at that point there, you have the right, and it's only, I think, at that point there that you really have the right to ask them if they want to join your community, and that's the point where you convert them. You convert them into a subscriber or a subscriber on your newsletter. So now you've got the relationship one-on-one with them, and it's not going through the whatever service like YouTube or Facebook. Yes?
Do you do that through a CTA though in your video? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a standard. I'll show you my publishing sequence in a moment. I have a standard. CTA, for those of you that don't know, is a call to action. Is when is it appropriate to ask people to do things, and in YouTube and video, the call to action is a little bit more challenging than a blog because of the linear nature. But I'll talk about that in a minute. But once you've got that conversion happen, then you've got the ability to start building community, and community becomes a bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy, I think. Once you've got a community, you get more energy from that community. You don't just get ideas to create more content because they're telling you what to create, which is one of the biggest challenges we all have. But you also get the community starting to support each other. Now, if you go into my YouTube channel and you look at the comments, people will ask questions. Before I have a chance to answer the question, other community members jump in and answer the question for me. I love that. Because it gives me